Well, g'day footy fans. Welcome to Harper's Field, round 16 of the BDR Excavations Division 1. And a big matchup here between the hottest team in the competition, the Kookaburras from Golden Grove. They're up against last year's minor premiers and grand finalists, Glenunga, who alas will be spectating this year's final series. So Glenunga just trying to make the most out of what they can, their final 3 games of 2025 for the home side. The season still all before them. The last time they met, it was Glenunga by a 44-point margin, a bit of a surprise at the time, and that was Golden Grove's last loss. Since that time, the Kookaburras have beaten every team in the competition, an 8-game winning streak. And after a 1-3 start, they've won 10 of their last 11 to sit in second spot. Just a game and a tiny piece of percentage behind league leaders Port District. For Glenunga, they're in no man's land. It is still technically possible at this second they can be relegated. I think that will be a non-issue later on tonight. We will see. Already in this division, Broadview relegated last week. Prince Alfred are sitting in 8th in safety. They play league leaders Port District, Country Homes Reserves Largs. Chance for Payneham to jump them. They are travelling to Broadview in our match of the day this afternoon. The other games, St Peter's Old Collegians hosting Salisbury North is massive, 3rd versus 4th. As is Sacred Heart and Ross Trevor. Last week their school played the Intercol. Today their Old Collegians play to stay in the top 5. You may have seen at the top of the coverage the toss won by Abe Davis of the Rams. Glenunga will be kicking uphill to the right of your screen, but with the benefit of a bit of a breeze that seemed to make the goals to your right the scoring end in the B grade. That B grade won by Golden Grove 14-8-90, Glenunga 12-7-79. An 11-point victory that secures for the Kookaburras a spot in the Division 1 reserves. In the C's, unfortunately a forfeit by Glenunga gave Golden Grove the win. They're destined for an elimination final game. And in the D's, in the C6s, Glenunga beat Ingle Farm 276-6. Dashiell Ravlich 12 goals to make it 101 games of the season. So it's been a good day for Golden Grove. One more game to make it better. It is the BTR Excavations Division 1 match against the Rams. Phil Hurden flying solo today. And we're underway. West in ruck. Got a couple of taps, but it will be the ricochet to Glenn and the quick clearance in the direction of Slater. Ball takes an uneven bounce, keeps it inside the Kookaburras forward 50. Gives a chance for Slater to lay the tackle and to keep the ball just on that 50-metre arc. Coming over the top with the tap was Horskins. Sees out of bounds. And it will be a throw in. From the throw in, Pittman couldn't get a kick to it. Cavallaro just a minor one. Hold up. If you just joined us, you've missed the first 45 seconds where Kookaburra clearances put it inside their 50. Davis with the tackle. One holding the ball. No attempt to get rid of it is the interpretation, and Golden Grove will get a shot on goal. And it will go the way of their captain in Pittman. So Pittman and Davis have already had one battle for the coin toss, won by Davis. Pittman the free on this occasion. Second best player for Golden Grove the last time they met, which was a 44-point Glenunga win. 2 goals, having played every game this season. Jake Pittman. They give some early momentum into the breeze. Drops a little bit in the end. No score. It'll be a Glenunga mark. Yeah. They come down the grandstand side. This is Smith. He just taps it on. Egar tackled. Both teams coming off differing results last week. As Collins, he's a laid in, by the way, for Cam Shenton. His kick inside 50 again results in a stoppage. So yeah, the changes to both sides are late in. Number 27, Nick Collins, comes in for Cam Shenton. And Desira and Faye come in for Brooks and Abel for Glenunga. Another stoppage. Umpire says play on. West from the ruck tap, just the required 15 into the hands of Sam Parsons. So Glenunga's first real possession with the ball, but only as far as Aidan Thatcher. Fairway up the ground. He centres it. It's risky, but it might just pay off. Banwell at the back. It sits for him at 45. A low worm burner. Hits the bottom of the post. That is the first score on the Kieran Hyoketsu scoreboard. It's 1-0 Golden Grove. Interesting that Glenunga, with the aid of a bit of a breeze, choosing on both kick-ins to come down the sheltered grandstand side. Breeze about 15 kilometres an hour from the north-northeast. Sort of means with the slight angle of this ground, sort of a bit of a cross breeze, but definitely favour the southern end to the right of screen. 4 minutes gone. 2 behinds to Golden Grove. West, not for the first time today, kicks it out of the ruck contest. And marked by Redmond, who played on, went out of bounds when he kicked it. And Ingram are going to have a fun day this afternoon by the looks of the extracurricular activities, getting to know each other. Ingram saying, how was your drive up here? Reasonable way from Glenunga. Davis, the hand pass out and hope. Here comes Ingram, couldn't get a grip on it. Smith somehow got the hand pass from Redmond, eludes traffic. This is the first growing chance for the Rams. Off hands and through for a minor score. The first to Glenunga, and at the moment it's 2-1 in favour of Golden Grove. That's on the Kieran Hyoketsu scoreboard. Of course, this is a Filming Footy production. I want to thank the sponsors: Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, custom by ORTC, High Five e-bikes, Player of the Year. Looking forward to seeing who'll pick that up in 2025. Abe Davis, I think, the defending holder, is certainly out here today. Collins, great elusive skills. Kick for Banwell. He's got to deal with it on about the third bounce. Banwell turns from attacker to defender, holding the ball the call, and once it comes loose, he will take it. On the outer side, I think that's One Tree Hill Road out the back there. They'll work it down the outer wing. And this mark's been taken in front of a couple of hardy souls, in front of the Home of the Kookaburra sign. And the kick has missed. I think that was Slater or Dobie on the kick. I'll confirm that shortly. The ball coming the other way. Will go the way of Tregarkis. He finds Carla Vasidis. And ball carries beyond the big packer play, straight to Thatcher, who's taken a couple of marks in that position to Pilkington. Looks to be getting his first touch of the day. Penetrating kick inside 50. Again, beautiful pick up by Collins. The high kick, curving around. I thought that was no hope off the boot. And then it was kind of a little hope off the boot. So it's a points fest here at Harper's Field thus far. It's 4-1 in favour of Golden Grove. Being played down their end of the field as Simon's thump sees it go out of bounds. It's a huge round 16. There is so much to play for across the top 6, who are still only separated by a few wins. Glenn with the grab. Here comes the run of Payne. Looking and finding Pascoe, who had an absolute feast against Payneham last week. 11 goals. Didn't get best player, I might add. That went to Michael Cavallaro. He must have played a heck of a game. But we're right behind it here. You're filming Footy Crew, looking for our first major of the afternoon. In the hands of the league's leading goal kicker. He's got 70. Make that 71. And the Kookaburras are on the board with the first major. On the Kieran Hyoketsu scoreboard, 1-4-10. Glenunga 1 behind. Our umpiring crew this afternoon, Adrian Clemens, Robert Kane, the field umpires, Lewis Higman and Hamish Pullen, the boundary umpires, Daniel Bartlett, Steve Martin are the goal umpires. No real weather radar in this vicinity. As we're back in the middle, I'll try and get you a temperature of some sort. Glenunga with the clearance into some space. Picked up by Fay. Fay onto Bennett, who's wearing number 9 today. They'll centre it and it'll work. Sorry, I couldn't quite see. I had a couple of beers in my way, which is very distracting.
Oh, sorry, man. You all right?
I'm good. Just please use the table. Please use the table by all means. Just that's right. So it's going to be Mitchell Marini, recruit from Adelaide University. Straight in front, 40 metres out with the wind at his back. Never in doubt. And Glenunga reply. Marini a goal last week. That's his 14th on the season. Only kicked 4 goals last year. Only played 4 games. 12 league games for the Adelaide Crows Sandful side. And just like that, the margin back to 3 points. Just that weather again. Edinburgh Air Force Base. It is colder than it sounds. 15 degrees is the temperature, and with the wind chill, feels like 12.8. I reckon it feels like about 8. And the breeze 15 kilometres an hour from the northeast, which is somewhat favouring Glenunga. West with the clearance. He's had at least 3 of those today. High kick from the Cookers. Dobby comes in and lays a tackle. So we've got a helicopter in the vicinity. Hope they don't decide to land here. That could be slightly disruptive to the contest. All right, hand pass into space. 1-2 Dobie. Working with Horskins onto McKelvey. Looking for Pascoe. Couldn't quite pull in one-handed. Now he'll play a bit of defence with Collins and ensures that Jack Scott can't escape. Where's the tap to Scott? Carlo Vasitas through the arms of Xanthopoulos. Carla Vasidis and Xanthopoulos. Couldn't wait to get them in a passage of play together today. Faye escapes well. Front scrabbing to avoid a fair bit of pressure was Faye. He was doing his own laundry in some respects. Fair to say the majority of the football's been right in front of us here in these wonderful new clubroom facilities. It's Ladies' Day today. Special reserved area inside the clubrooms and on the grandstand. Wimburn a kick, meets everybody. Collins, again the clean pick-up. Just hand passed it straight to Temmie. Temmie in shock, inboards the kick inside defensive 50. Glenunga are probably going to escape here, they do. Faye's hand pass, found a teammate. Looks for Simon, it spills fortuitously for Opperman. Opperman sends it into space, this is Davis. Davis has a runner, draws the defender, brings it to Tom Butterworth. He fumbled it, he's trying to get it back. It goes towards the goal line. It's touched, I think. All right, they're asking filming footy if you got some footage. Well, we really didn't, I don't think. Oh, it's a goal. Whoa, wee. Okay. I'm going to give it to Smith. Ethan Smith, who I think got a boot on it. And just managed to get it through, and just like that, mentioned that most of the play's been down the northern end that Golden Grove are kicking to. Well, Glenunga have the lead, 2-1-13, Golden Grove 1-4-10. Last time they played, it was a surprise result. Glenunga conceded their highest score of the season, 17-10, 112, kicked 10, 8, 68 themselves. 44-point win to Glenunga. It's probably the high point of Glenunga's season, although they've came a couple of scalps this year. They're going to go again. Penetrating kick to the top of the square. Marini off the boot. This time misses. Takes a 3-point lead, extends it to 4. And now having got it down this end, can Glenunga just keep it in? Glenn, look at that for a penetrating kick into the wind. Finds a target as well. I think that was Verity. Just like that, 2 kicks. Pascal at the back if it sits. It does. He's got a runner in Pittman. Pittman's got a runner further on in Tom Robinson. Well sighted. And Robinson, the former Ram from Jeps Cross, not Glenunga, has not kicked a goal this season. By the time you get to round 16, that probably plays on the mind a little bit. Certainly has an excellent opportunity here. Goalless, no more. Tom Robinson has his first. Golden Grove have their second, and they retake the lead. It is on the Kieran Yoketsu scoreboard. Golden Grove 2-4-16, Glenunga 2-2-14. This is the BTR Excavations Division 1 game, thanks to filming footy. As mentioned, a massive round elsewhere. Right now, Broadview over Payneham by 1 point. Salisbury North over St Peters by 1 point. Prince Alfred over Port District by 1 point. Ross Trevor over Sacred Heart by 1 point. We've got the blowout. Golden Grove over Glenunga by 2 points. Suffice to say, it is kind of early. Those scores about 10 to 15 minutes into the first quarter. Massive round. Pretty much everybody playing for something except Glenunga. And they got pride and maybe setting the scene for a rebound effort next year. Lincoln Bennett's kick is high, finds the target. Strong lead by Wonky. Too far out to score. He appreciates that. Goes deeper into the pocket. Here's Smith, the goal scorer. Doing very well, Marini. Curve around the boot. If it's not touched, and it's not. Bounces through. Mitchell Maroney is hard to keep track of for the Golden Grove defence, and the lead changes hands for the 4th time today. Marini 2, Glenunga 3. They're 3-2-20, Golden Grove 2-4-16. So the ladder in this Beta Excavations Division 1, Port District 12 and 3 have a 1 win and about 1.5%, which when you've got 59 can drop in a hurry with a reasonable loss. The Golden Grove and St Peter's in pursuit, and then Salisbury North, Rocks and Sacred Heart a further game back. So just 2 wins between 1st and 6th. Then it's a 5-game gap between Sacred Heart and 6th, Glenunga and 7th. Glenunga have got a 2-game gap over the 2 teams trying to avoid the last relegation spot in Prince Alfred and Payneham and Broadview at 0-15, already Gonski in terms of down to Div 2 next year. Off hands, quick pick up, Banwell! That's the 2nd poster for the Cookers. 2-5-17. A little bit high on Parsons, and he'll get the free. I said it's distracting. I wanted one, and I can't have one until we're done. Sorry, just talking about the beers, folks. Glenunga ball, Wonky. Waste no time to find Smith. He's got one on the run. This will be a set shot. Depth's possession a little bit tricky here at Glenunga. There's a 50-metre arc out there somewhere. I reckon he's inside it, or at least the man on the mark is. About the tick end of time on, 19 and a half minutes gone. Again, we've got the beautiful angle on it. Let's see if there's any side breeze they have to deal with this afternoon. A northeasterly, oh yeah. Well, that's a mark! A pinpoint pass! No, it's not. It's actually here behind. Okay. 3-3-21. 2-5-17 are the scores in favour of the visitors. Hanging on free will go the way of the home side. So go down the ring or bring it inboard. We'll kick it to the scoreboard. Pittman's got it on the far side. Pretty indecisive, in the end called to play on. So went with the percentage play down the line where Slater thumps it. Only as far as Tesaro though. His pinpoint, well, his kick found Simon. I thought it was a pretty good pass in the opposite direction, but Simon got in the way. Now Golden Grove will swing it around. Back to Simon, who's straight in front of defensive goals, about 30 metres out. Got all the options you could ever want. So he'll go scoreboard side. All there seems to be is navy blue of the Glenunga Rams. Thatcher got up high but couldn't pull it down. A chance for Fay, who snapped, kind of went backwards. Ingram saying tried to take the mark. It didn't go 15. He's found Robinson, who fumbled it. Chance for Parsons to escape and hand pass. Into the pocket looking for Davis, just out of reach. Now, was it touched? No, it was not. Last disposal rule, which means Golden Grove ball. 5 goals, 8 kicked. Glenunga just the more accurate That was a big fly, firstly from Wiseman, just a little early. And Dodd eventually stood his ground and took a good contested grab. Looking for something similar this time. Thumb from behind to Glenn. Back to Hoskins. Pascoe at ankle level. Just couldn't get there. Hot footy. Pridham, good hand pass out to Chigakis, who is caught by Barnwell. Outside 50. Pascoe on the lead. This will be an interesting kick. I reckon he's going about 90 degrees to what the breeze is. He's almost got to head for the near post and make it low and strong so it doesn't curve too much. But he knows where the goals are. One already today. 71 for the season. Never in doubt. Pascoe's got his second. And with 23 and a half gone, Golden Grove retake the lead, 3-5 to 3-3. What's happening around the rest of the division? Still Broadview 1 point over Payneham, Salisbury North 3 points. I think a few of these scores, but a lot of behinds kicked. We'll get you a proper quarter time scores a little later. For some grounds better than other. Glenn, yeah, just add another clearance, and that's a good grab to Slater. He had one shot from the outer side. This one much more gettable. The distance will test the range into a little bit of a breeze. Might be the first time we've seen back-to-back goals today, at least from Golden Grove. 2 in a minute. Slater's first, his 9th for the year. They're kicking 34 last season. And that's almost, I think, the biggest lead. First time it's got out to more than a goal. Golden Grove 4-5-29, Glenunga 3-3-21 on the Kieran Hyoketsu scoreboard. Definitely compared with the other games, looking at their scores, we've probably had more scoring here than the other 4 games combined. We'll get you score updates after our quarter time break, but right now, bit of a purple patch for the Kookaburras, and they're not done yet. Another inside 50. This time Glenn, the recipient. The kick from Pittman. Now that wasn't a disposal, that was just a fumble. Ball thankfully stays in play, at least on the field of, on the flat area before it falls down the hill. West, the hand pass. High kick, Wiseman puts it into some space. Now the race for pace is on, but Thatcher. No Shenton today. Thatcher and Shenton are really one great 1-2 defensive combo. Thatcher's going to be doing a fair bit of that. Sammy Duke, number 29, will be in that mix as well, along with probably Xanthopoulos, who's got the job on Ethan Smith at the moment, who's proved a little bit of a live wire. Okay, free kick. Ladies' Day here, there's plenty of pink to be had. Colouring up with the ribbons and the balloons and the grandstand. Sansopoulos, clever tap to Banwell. Smith taps it to himself. He's got to beat 2, and I don't think he's going to. In the end, picked up by Hagel. It takes it out of bounds in front of the... I'm going to say that's the Glenunga grandstand down there. It's a day to be rugged up, but not unpleasant. Certainly if you're up the back. Here's the ruled last disposal. All right. So there's a man who's Eli Redmond hiding behind that pole. Comes out to let the kick go. It curves around. He's watching it. Touched. So 7-point margin. Quick transition. Golden Grove on to Verity. Verity, 2 kicks are inside the Kookaburras 50. Pascoe just a little bit left behind. In fact, there was, umpire saw what I saw, which was a late little misdirected elbow from Pittman on Temme. He's got a big job today on Pascoe. But the ball, meanwhile, where's the ball? The ball is with Golden Grove. Problem with one commentator is you can't watch 2 parts of the ground at once. As there's your siren. A couple of red time goals to Golden Grove, the difference in this one. They lead 4-5-29 to 3-4-22. Goal scorers for Golden Grove, 2 to Pascoe, 1 to Slater and Robinson. For Glenunga, 2 to Mitch Marini and 1 to Ethan Smith. Thanks to Filming Footy, this is the Adelaide Footy League. Huddersfield is the venue for your BTR Excavations Division 1 encounter between home side, the Golden Grove Kookaburras, visitors, the Glenunga Rams. Certainly Golden Grove was kicking downhill but into the breeze, had most of the position and possession, but Glenunga proving quite efficient when up forward. But a couple of late goals, two in the space of a minute, sees the Kookaburras with a 7-point lead. They are in the green, they will go to the right of your screen. Glenunga in the two blues will head to the left. Too high on Pittman. Looks for Pascoe. Off hands to Thompson. High clearing kick to the outer side. In the end, a bit too easy. That Thatcher again. That's a huge kick. Does set Tammy a task. He has to tap it out of bounds. That's a great demonstration of why it's not the last touch rule, but the last disposal that results in an opposition free. Throw it in front of the big hill. Kick smothered by Glenn. Glenunga trying to find some space. They do through Scott to the front of the scoreboard, but only as far as Robinson. He'll centre it up. Pack forms and flies. To the front it goes. Well, I saw the ball at the back of the pack. I saw a Golden Grove player being thrown to the ground at the front. Sands football, without it. And Slater will get the accompanying free. I had to disagree with that one. So this to make it, if successful, would be 3 in a row. Just snuck it in. Slater's got 2. Kookaburras strike first in the second. 5-5, 35, 3-4-22, a game high 13-point lead to the second place Golden Grove. Promised you some scores around the rest of the BTR Excavations Division 1. Well, here they come. Around quarter time, Paynham lead Broadview by 3 points, 3-1 to 2-4. Salisbury North leads St Peter's by 3 points, 3-2 to 2-5. St Peter's currently tied with Golden Grove for second. Kookaburras a slightly better percentage. Give the other two in a sec at the next stoppage. Just a high kick. It does end up. I'm probably going to have to give this as a Glenunga clearance. So they go, oh, there's a beautiful smother and a recovery. Awesome play by Redmond. We gave away the free for, I don't know, tapping the ball. How rude. There is a Glenunga player down at the other edge of the centre square. That's not good. That's not good. That's a long way off the contest, although to be fair, it was around there a little bit earlier. Well, the Glenunga player whose number escapes me for the moment is up. Looks like he just copped one. He's coming to the bench for just a bit of a inspection. Declan Fay. In fact, last time I called Glenunga Fay, he got the sandals, the Archie's footwear, and caught one in the more sensitive spot, shall we say, in the third. So man, he tends to get in the wars a bit. A kick looking for Banwell. touched, out of bounds. There's other two quick scores, Port District and Prince Alfred. Port District 2-2-14, Prince Alfred 3 behinds. And Sacred Heart 1-4-10, leading Rocks 1-1-7. That is at the middle school. Every game has a consequence. We've reached the pointy end of the season where finals berths are booked and relegations are finalised. Glenunga in sort of a no man's land. I think you could work out a slightly technical way they could be relegated, but it would involve Glenunga losing their last 3 games by big margins. Prince Alfred winning next week and the week after, and Payneham winning today and the week after. And then you'd have a 3-way tie for 5 wins. Glenunga's percentage pretty good relative to the other 2 sides, so only in the realms of rare mathematics are the Rams at risk. West again, loves to get his palm on it. Verity, half forward flank, goes for 40 out. They fly from everywhere. And I thought that the arm did initially go out to Golden Grove. Zach Smith went up pretty early, infringed on the process, and Josh Glenn has the football in hand and certainly has a gettable angle and a gettable distance to deal with. Puts it up, in the end taken a little bit. I mentioned it was a northeasterly. They will swing towards us. Golden Grove 5-6-36. Glenunga 3-4-22, 14-point margin. As big as it's been all afternoon. All 1 quarter and about 6 minutes worth. The Rams will work it down the wing. Can't remember too many forward 50s for them. Marino had it. He was tackled straight away by Thatcher. Davis. Now it's a chance to the run of Smith. In open space, 45 metres out. And has missed absolutely everything except the water boy, who was there to collect the wayward footy. Meanwhile, Golden Grove maybe a turnover here. Verity enough to escape Cavallaro. In the end, good enough to get it down the wing. But out of bounds, Robinson couldn't keep it and goes the way of West. Jordan West. 3 Kookaburras. There's got to be a couple of Rams somewhere. Ethan Smith, kick around the body. Nicely done by guess who. You have to say Thatcher's in the running for the prize fest at Games End. We have new Dartfish beanies. They're back. Plus the Archie sandals, plus $50 voucher courtesy of the Settlers Tavern. To the best players, over 3-2-1 for the Player of the Year, thanks to High Five e-bikes. And we had a magic moment. That might be one for the Rams. Good grab by Opperman. Jordan Opperman, who's a Glenunga junior. In fact, one of 2 players in this side who's come through the Glenunga system solely. Just spent a little bit of time at Sturt. 3 goals the last time they met, where Glenunga booted 17. He's kicked 17 for the season, and again has missed to the near side, courtesy of that northeasterly, which on cue just becomes a little bit fresher. 13 points is your margin. Horskins, whose footy career started at Golden Grove, in 2009 in the under sixes. And yeah, well, you cannot deny Glenunga's commitment to the football, and some would say to each other, as Egar and Scott meet. Scott somehow kept hold of it. Wants a small kick so he can actually... Scott's going to come off. Not in the best way. Yep, he comes off for Thompson. So I'm just seeing Faye's back. Is Faye back on the field? Because he went off before having copped one. Can't see him for the moment. Here's a free. Glenunga need the next one in the hands of Nick Wunke. Wunke from Walkerville, Broadview, Paynham, Imperials in the River Murray, and a under 16s for North Adelaide. And just like Golden Grove in the first quarter, where they kicked 2 goals 5 before booting the last 2 goals. Right now, Glenunga are a little inaccurate. That's their second behind. So if nothing else, Glenunga have bottled it up nicely. Marini sells some candy, but Simon's not buying today. To Pridham, to the top of the square. Wiseman, if he had marked it, it would have been some kind of spectacular specking. Yep. You got a few die-hard local fans who saw that as if they were standing right next to it. Pridham's kick, turnover, Davis in the middle. What can he do? Davis versus Glenunga. The matchup today, that would be something seeing. So right now, Glenunga are doing a lot of attacking, but have not kicked a goal. McKelvey with the clearance. It's to the outer side, but there's a few people using that fence as shelter from the wind. Working it down nicely. Off hands from Davis. I think that was Pilkington with the kick inside 50. So a throw in, 12 and a half minutes gone. Just the 1 goal kicked by Golden Grove. Taken their 7-point lead and made it 12. Ingram, bottom of the pack, Pascoe with a snap, and that's barely snuck in for a behind. So if you like your points, have we got a footy game for you? 5-7 to 3-6. Margin back to 13. I think the game high is 14. All by himself is Teme. Takes the mark. Hands down the community centre wing. Opperman with the grab. Probably still regretting that set shot that he missed not too long ago. In the west direction, a couple from behind. Ingram goes through the pack, just didn't collect the footy on the way. Bennett's high kick. And Aidan Thatcher is unsurpassable this afternoon. If he hasn't had 7 or 8 marks already, I'll go he for Jaycee. As Glenn's kick missed the target, rather badly given he had a bit of space to move. And it's Glenunga in front of that beautiful scoreboard. Looking for Desira. Simon comes in. Out of bounds. Throw in. Coming into today, Golden Grove, the #1 attack in the competition, scoring just under 92 points a game. Their Achilles heel probably their defence, which is ranked number 6, conceding 67, but in their win streak, just 54. Their win streak currently 8 games. The only team Golden Grove have not beaten this year is the team they're leading right now. As Bennett, under pressure, got the hand pass into space, picked up by Ethan Smith. He's an exciting player. Give him some space. Will he make you pay? Off hands Davis. The look away hand pass, not quite there for Opperman, who was under more pressure than initially thought. And just like that, Kookaburra's clear. Sides to go back. This is Horskins. Kick across ground is effective. To Collins, who's made some space. About to run through the T-Saucer here at Harper's Field. Long penetrating kick inside 50. Mark not paid. That'll make everybody unhappy. Glenunga fans saying, where's the mark? Kookaburra fans saying, where's holding the ball? Fay with the clearance, given no ruck could touch it. And out of all that, Wiseman's given away a free kick on Jed Banwell. Banwell, who's had moments of busyness, but yet to kick a major, has a really good chance here. I would say that left goal post is what I would be aiming for, and let the breeze naturally swing it to the right. But I'm up here and he's down there with a footy, so let's see if he goes with a similar approach. Yeah, he does. And succeeds with his first major of the day and 15th of the year for Jed Banwell. Jack says hello. And at the 17-minute mark, we've got a game-high 19-point lead to the home side. Golden Grove with the only 2 goals this quarter, 6-7-43. Glenunga, who had a period of about 4 or 5 minutes down in their 70-metre radius, could not kick a major, and now find themselves further behind. Quick look around the ground. Paynham by 10 over Broadview. St Peter's have got a wriggle on. 16 over Salisbury North. Port District 23 over Prince Alfred. And Rocks 4 points over Sacred Heart. All those games live streamed exclusively thanks to Filming Footy. Tap forward, nice pick up by Bennett, looking for Davis, couldn't get there. Bit frustrated with himself, Bennett, the football. I'm not sure last disposal rule, so Ingram plays on pretty quick. Pridham gets in the way, but Golden Grove have the numbers, intended initially for Collins. Kick for Glenn. He's got it, goes down. Kind of played for it just a little bit, you think. At least that's how it looked here from about 100 metres away. McKelvey in the middle. That's a nice grab. Might be Verity looking for Pascoe. Temi tackled. Pascoe's got it. Oh, Pele! But not to be. That would have been exciting. We do, of course, have the Born to Build mark and goals of the week, and I would have been putting that one in the collection for consideration had Pascal dobbed it. He didn't. 6-8-44, 3-6-24. 20 points Kookaburras. Of course, Golden Grove, the breeze in this quarter, for what it's worth, said the nearest weather radar says it's north or just northeast about 13. Mount Lofty, the place to be at the moment, where it's currently 9 degrees, feeling like 7. Not as cold here, but you want to be rugged up. Another inside 50, that's a beautiful kick. Not sure who Liam Verity's opponent is, but just given a little bit too more space. And of course that's what happens on the transition. You've got the ball, you're working hard to create the space for your team, and next minute the ball turns and where's my opponent gone? Verity, of course, recruited from Modbury. He's on the board with a major. Golden Grove have kicked the last 5 and are starting to put a buffer into this ball game. 40 goals last season for the Hawks in Div 2. And that's goal number 30 in Div 1. Davis is sort of back of the hand tap. Glenn de Cavallero, Pittman de Cavallero, my apologies. Very much mano kind of football. It's the turnovers though that have proved problematic for Glenunga, as Pridham had to go ground level. Rams should have the numbers to get it out of there, which they did. If there was any rain, that kick would have brought it. And taken out of bounds. Next week, Glenunga at home to Broadview, and they finish with Payneham. So Payneham Norwood Union. So the Rams would be hoping to pick up a couple of wins there, end up with 7 for the season. It's breaking away. And he's got it. That's Marini. That's number 3. 3 out of 4 for Mitch Marini. Making a case to get in the votes, regardless of who wins. And that breaks a run of 5 in a row by Golden Grove. And the margin back to an even 20 points. So 50 to 30. Mentioned Golden Grove average 91 points a game. They're on track for that. I'm expecting a high-scoring game coming into this in terms of points allowed per game, as that's not a good sign. Looks like Pridham coming off, so it's a little bit of a war zone. We had Fay come off. Now it's Pridham. Glenunga might not have much of a... Oh, Fay is back out there. That's a good sign. As the long shot from Pittman has missed a bit to the left. 21 points is the margin. You can see Davis double teamed, one from either side. Still getting into the contest, still got the hand pass out to Fay. Fay lost the ball, made the tackle. And somehow out of all of that, we've got ourselves a clearance. Glenunga Marini battling for it. Great space that you have no idea how that existed. Now to Davis in space. Fake the outside hand pass, goes inboard. Low kick. Ends up with Ingram. Bouncing off some bodies. And a lovely grab to Conadod. Pittman on the run. Does it open up for Pascoe? Bouncing ball right over his head. Wiseman is tackled. Verity is lurking. So is Carla Vasitas. He's got a teammate. They're going to run it down the outer wing, Glenunga. Sits out the back. Hoskins the hand pass. Simon couldn't get it at ground level. Hoskins did his own laundry. It's 3-1, Golden Grove in the middle, but it was a Glenunga player in Smith. Now it's Golden Grove. Dodd to Collins. Tackled as soon as he touched it. Ricochet soccer on the half-forward flank. This is Pilkington. Keeps his feet beautifully. That was just persistence. Glenn decides I'm going to play on. And in the end, thumped over the line for another behind. Some really strong persistence and desperation from both sides, and gotta love the pickup from Pilkington. 25 and a half gone. Here come the Rams right down the middle. Marini at the back. He's lining up for 4. Averaging a goal a game, 13 from 13 coming into today. This will improve the average somewhat. One of 4 new players debuting for the Rams A grade this year. Eli Redmond, Ethan Smith, who came over from Broadview, Redmond from Millicent, Thompson from the Bees, and Mitchell Marini from Adelaide Uni. 25 straight in front. He's got 4 of Glenunga's 5. On the Kyukitsu scoreboard, it is Golden Grove 7-10-52. Glenunga just stay within range of something silly for 7:31. 21-point margin. Elsewhere, late in the second quarters, Payneham by 10 over Broadview. St Peter's by 12 over Salisbury North. Port District by 41 over Prince Alfred. Who, if Payneham win and Port District win, the Redmen are in 9th. Nice kick clearance and grab by Pascoe. And the close one right now is at the middle school, where Sacred Heart lead Rocks by 4 points. Lockie Pascoe, his run up is about as long as his distance to kick. 2 already today, a couple of snaps that went awry. From 40 has the height. And again, if they're going to miss today, they're normally going to miss to the near side. Probably got a little bit too much height and captured a bit of the jet stream. Half-time imminent. Been a good quarter for Golden Grove. Golden Grove have kicked 3 goals, 6. They're not done yet. The kick for Pilkington just missed. And out of bounds. So this quarter, Golden Grove have kicked 3 goals, 6. Glenunga have kicked 2 goals, 3. What was a 7-point Kookaburra lead at the first change, at the moment is a 15-point lead if nothing is scored before the main change. Butterworth went straight into a green brick wall. Cavallaro got the ball, snapped around the body. It's Strigakis who escapes, kicks into space as the siren sounds on the first half here at Harpers Field. As mentioned, a good one for the home side. Need to keep on winning, not just to maintain second spot, but maintain pressure on Port Districts for maybe a minor premiership. It is Golden Grove 7-11-53, Glenunga 5-7-37. Goal scorers for Kookaburras, 2 to Slater and Pascoe, Singles to Banwell, Verity and Robinson. For Glenunga, 4 out of 5 to Marini. The other 1 to Ethan Smith. Take a break. A decent break. Be back with the second half shortly. You're watching the Adelaide Footy League. Thanks to Filming Footy. Welcome back, everyone. Harper's Field. No rain expected. Plenty of cloud cover. Decent breeze heading to the right of your screen. Coming sort of in towards us a bit as well. Round 16, it is Golden Grove, who took a 7-point quarter-time lead, made it 15 at the main break, 7-11, 53 to 5-6, 36. Did have a run of play where they kicked 5 goals in a row before Glenunga kicked the last 2 of the quarter. Elsewhere, it is Payneham Norwood Union 6-2-38, Broadview 4-5-29, the margin 9 points. St Peter's 5-9-39, Salisbury 4-3-27, Spock at Caterer leading by 12. Big margin at Largs, Port District 8-3-51, lead Prince Alfred 1-4-10, that's a Country Living Homes Reserve. And the close one, quite a few close ones, at the Sacred Heart Middle School, Shock 3-6-24, trailing Rocks 4-4-28, Rocks by 4 points. Earlier today, a shout out to the Golden Grove D's who beat Ingle Farm 276-6, and Dashiell Ravlich who kicked 12 goals to make it 101 on the season. C grade, Golden Grove won on forfeit. And in the B grade, Golden Grove 14-8-90 beat Glenunga 12-7-79. 11-point win means Golden Grove pretty much look finals bound in all 4 men's grades. Of course, this coverage broadcast brought to you by Filming Footy. Also thanks to Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, custom by ORTC, High Five e-bikes, got to come up with some votes by the end of the game, Dartfish, Archie's, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, and providing the prize with the Archie's and the Dartfish beanie, the Settlers Tavern. And all the scores thanks to the Kirin Hyoketsu scoreboard. So that pretty much sets the scene. Glenunga have the breeze in the third quarter. Latest weather from Edinburgh still has it now. It's changed direction now to be an easterly as opposed to a northeasterly, so a bit more coming in towards us. But both teams have been able to kick goals to the other end. In fact, of the 12, it's 6 to the left and 6 to the right. Cavallaro, the clearance. Slater and Banwell chasing after it, but Tregarca's got there first. And off hands out of bounds, and Nick Egar celebrating the spoil like it added points on the scoreboard. Fay and Pittman results in another stoppage. There's the subtle tap. Oh, a little high from Cavallaro, not seen. Started low, went high. Davis went up. Ends up with Freedom. Good to see he's back and Fay back. They went off earlier. Offerman with the grab. Attacking side of the centre square. Long lead. And mark taken by Wonky. I reckon he's too far out to score. The question is, does he think he's too far out to score? And body language indicates he thinks he can dob it. There's a 50-metre arc there somewhere, folks. Steps to the right. Kicks to the left. It doesn't swing back at all. And have we got a mark? I reckon we have. Glenunga grab on the line. All right, this is going to be fascinating. Can't go too far back. There's a big hill of dirt. And he's got it. Who was that man on the kick? It's Opperman. Well, to stay in this game, Glenunga really needed the first one. They've got it. And what was 20-point margin is now back to 9, 11. That can't be right. Unless we adjusted scores at half time. I did adjust scores. Okay, yep, did adjust scores at Glenunga got a point that wasn't theirs, which I reckon was something right at the start. Okay. So the margin 11. Verity is proving a bit of a distraction up forward. Everyone's trying to keep an eye on Pascoe. And that's the beauty of having a 1-2 forward setup. Verity did kick 6 goals this year against St. Peter's. Comes in from 40. Missed to the left of goals. Okay, now it's a 2-goal game. 7-12 to 6-6. Parsons a good lead and grab. Making some space from Horskins. He's got on to Wiseman, who's also created some space. Now Ethan Smith marked inside 50. Reckon half a chance with the wind at the back. Absolutely. Open goal. Beckett, and Smith's kicked his second. And just like that, the margin is back to 1 straight kick. Started making some notes for my post-match report that goes to the Between the Post crew. Don't forget, might have to rewrite a bit. Between the Post, don't forget. Great show coming out midweek. There's the weekend wrap with yours truly, covering all the men's and women's results, ladders and upcoming games. Seems to get bigger each week, both in terms of length and viewership. Davis is spun. That has to be, yeah, I was about to say. Sure, he got rid of the ball, but not until he took a helicopter ride. So Xanthopoulos, broadcast swing. Ethan Smith spin over Simon. Good hand pass. Was pushed. He's free. Lamb Simon. Junior from Gazer, spends some time at Prospect. Out of bounds.
Come on, boys, let's keep going. Rev him up, George.
Here and there, but then the alternative is.
Yeah, umpire let that one go. Turnover, and Parsons marked a bit of a wobbler. Inboard pass. Davis, Verity in pursuit. Here comes the turnover. Verity can take his time. Spot up Pascoe. Kick had to be, it just held up a little bit. It's an easterly breeze and Davis kicked right into it, and it just held up enough for Verity to step in and set up this set shot for Lachlan Pascoe, who has 2 on the day. And that one's into the shopping centre down by the stables. Hope Golden Grove brought some spare footies. They have. Someone's off for a long chase to get that one. So a steadier that the Kookaburras needed. Kieran Hyakitsu scoreboard. It's 8-12 to 7-6 in favour of Golden Grove. Wiseman the clearance. Right down the middle. And Thatcher another repelling mark. Into the space of Hable. Get my mandatory gain main grong grong matong reference in there. To Pilkington. Ball out the back, out of bounds. It's been an interesting 8 minutes of this third quarter. Glenunga kicked the first two. Kookaburra the last one. What I think was a 16-point margin has been reduced to 12. There was a scoreboard adjustment at half-time. I'm still getting my head around. So, and right in front of the ladies here for Ladies' Day. Very busy, plenty of people standing up the back here, plenty in the warm bar area. It's not that it's freezing cold, not sure I'd want to be in the middle of the wind though. As Pilkington's another free. Pilco to Cavallaro. To the top of the square, there's a lot of blue. Where's the green? Not there on this occasion. Oh, there's some. Thompson, kick as far as Payne, manages to get booed on ball. Here comes Payne again. Cavallaro the pickup. Visionary kick. No space looking at goals. Was some across the field, marked by Xanthopoulos. Ryan Xanthopoulos. Golden Grove Junior spent some time at Kersbrook, Sturt and Central District. Made his A-grade debut in 2022 here at Harpers Field. Has not kicked a goal this season. He has now. Pascoe with a bit of an assist on the goal line. And get around him. They knew. He knew. Not the first goal he's ever kicked. He did bag one last year. Probably a few more at A-grade level, but his first for the season. He's played every game. And just like that, Glenunga's first two goals to get it within a kick have been answered by two Golden Grove goals, and we're now pretty much at the halftime margin. Pretty close. It's 18 points. Cavallaro having a purple patch, getting that ball, getting space, getting the kick away. Horskins somehow picks it up and manages to create enough space to get the kick for Verity, who overran it on this occasion. There's three Glenunga players. Here comes Horskins with the steal. And then he's captured and slammed. Hard on the ball, the call. I think the audacity of the steal fired up the Glenunga defence. The tackle had a little bit of venom in it. Pilkington has got it. They worked it around. Thatcher's pass. Straight to Wiseman on this occasion. Looking in wonky. Who gets... it's a hard ground. Like, you get some dead set shocking bounces here. Through the middle. That one sat for Pittman to Pilkington. Pilco for Pascoe. Banwell. Banwell goes back. Spins around the body and says to the ladies, get around it. Jed Banwell with his second. 3 unanswered to the Kookaburras. They've re-established their dominance. We're out to 24 points. About 6 minutes ago it was like, ooh, Glenunga within a kick. Now the locals can breathe a bit better and enjoy their beer a little bit more. Because the Kieran Yaketsu scoreboard says it's looking pretty good. Ingram, Dodd, Pilkington, they're all getting in on it. Now Harville onto Slater. Pascoe! Right on the V. By no means a lay down was there. Kicked 11 last week, been a little bit off target with a few the Savo. Still has 3. Deliberately from 45 has missed to the left. 25-point margin. Elsewhere, Paynham by 21 over Broadview. It's got pretty close at Caterer Oval. St Peter's over Salisbury North by 1. Port District taking care of Prince Alfred by 46. And Rocks over Sacred Heart by 4. It's been a close game all day. Again, Glenunga's defence has got to feel like it's been under a big siege. Here comes Ingram! Eats Gonski. Jack Scott had nowhere to go. Josh Ingram, a Kookaburra Junior, whose only deviation from Harper's Field has been to play some underage footy at North Adelaide. Goalless in 16 games last year, 1 goal in 13 games this year. The majors are a rare experience. He's got his second. Golden Grove have their 7th goal kicker. They've kicked 4 in a row. So Golden Grove have kicked 11 goals. One of them was in a 5-goal spurt. 4 of them in a 4-goal spurt. It opens up pretty well for Golden Grove next week. They host Broadview and then travel to Prince Alfred, the 2 teams that tonight look relegation bound. Well, Broadview is relegation bound. Prince Alfred, on current scores, will drop behind Paynham. And a massive match next week, by the way. Well, Hamish Collins coming off to a bit of a cheer from the female fan club as Jordan Opperman has the mark. Glenunga need this to stay in touch. And Opperman delivers right down King William Street. His second. Glenunga have got 3 goal scorers today. They're all multiple. Marini with 4, Ethan Smith 2 and Opperman with 2. On the Kieran Yaketsu scoreboard, they're 8-6-54 Golden Grove, 11-13-79. Margin 25. So the game high now is 31. 17 gone of the quarter. Carla Vasitas, some tough work in the middle to get the clearance. Horskin, some wonderful evasive work to repel it. Pilkington in front. Vice-like grip. Looking for Slater. There was just a couple of Rams in the way. Fumble, Cavallaro. They're having the fumbles, Glenunga, at the moment. Teme just keeps calm enough to get it out to a teammate. Fay, great courage under pressure. Took the grab. And he'll get a 25. For what seemed to be a scrag on the play. In the middle. Calmly done by Redmond. Just like that, looking for Davis at the top of the square. Held on to, free kick. Oh, hang on. Which way are we going? No. Umpire did have the right arm outstretched. Now he's got the left arm outstretched. Just to make it back to back and back to under 20 points if successful. Huge run up. Davis, 22 goals this year. Kicked 42 last year. Has an incredibly strong boot. On this occasion it's accurate. You can hear a smattering of applause from the Rams fans. Most of whom are down the southwest pocket, I should advise. So 19 gone, 19-point margin. Pretty much it's been an even third quarter. 16-point margin to 19. Of course, we're not done yet. Glenn to Pilkington. Cavallaro is very clever when he's got the football. Looking for Glenn, but Marini gets in the way. Marini, that ends up to be a beautiful pass in crowded conditions. Looking again for Davis, this time some body work, and he's got a really good chance at 2 in a minute. And is successful, we're back to 13 points. Very happy to take his allotted time. Not that there really is a lot of time in this division. Two pretty quick goals to Glenunga, who have 4 goal kickers, and they're all multiples. 4 to Marini, 2 to Ethan Smith, 2 to Abe Davis, and 2 to Jordan Opperman. Kieran Yoketsu's scoreboard, 13 points. And a couple of times Glenunga have worked it out that if we can get it long to a one-on-one contest with Davis, he'll either outbody for the mark or his opponent will feel the need to infringe. West tap. Pittman introduced to the turf area that will be used by the Brumbies of the Golden Grove Cricket Club in a few months. Parsons, the kick into space. Redmond from the pocket. Could not quite get his body around it. Out of bounds on the full, and for Mitchell Slater is to go and jump the fence to get his own footy. No one from that grandstand was willing to go and help. Probably a good indication they are Glenunga fans, but they might want reminding. Glenunga have the breeze this quarter and wouldn't mind having the ball back. Bit of candy on show. Dodd made good position. That couldn't have been Slater with the kick before because he's down here on the centre wing. I'll go with Duke. My apologies. It was Duke who had the kick in previously. Throw in pretty much the front of the Glenunga bench. Quite a bit of distance between the Glenunga and Golden Grove benches as Ethan Smith fires up the fans in the Glenunga stand with a beautiful pick up and snap goal. He's got 3. Glenunga have got 3 in a row, and we're back to a 7-point game. What a third quarter. Glenunga the first 2, Golden Grove the next 4, and then Glenunga the last 3. The other thing about Glenunga, I think, because there was a scoreboard change, if they were 5-6 at halftime, they're 11-6 now. 6 goals without a miss is sensational kicking. Zach Smith under pressure. Josh Glenn will do that to you. A pick up, a snap. Don't tell me. Don't tell me he stopped it. He has. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that 2 magnificent goals at either end of the paddock. Ethan Smith from one end, and then Zach Smith got the fumbles with Glenn in pursuit, who picked it up and steadied the ship. His first. Got a couple of Goal of the Year nominations to send in, thanks to Born to Build. Into time on. Margin, 13 points. A buffer, but it's not match winning. West kick. One-key couldn't hold on to it. Simon surrounded by blue. Hand pass looking for Wiseman, missed the target. He's got to pick it up, or at least force the neutral situation, which makes perfect sense. Ball up. Cavallaro tackled. He ends up tackling Marini. Two runners and should be able to work it out, they do. Marini and Smith are both working. And if we fight the way on the footy,
They're walking around, both of them over here, they're walking around. That's actually correct. It's a long time,
2017, that was your bounce dance.
No, I haven't.
They were just talking about how shit at work you are.
What do you say?
It's actually praising you up. Believe it or not. Apparently he's your biggest fan.
That's a lie. It's not. Who's
Leah.
Me.
Leah. Longer than that, yeah, you hold it.
I hijacked and I resolved it. We're imploding. Don't you dare tell me I should be a gospel. Why? Because I'm old, and when I was young, because the crows weren't even here. And I wasn't going to screw it. Did you hear that? She said I'm going to play. What about that? The crows have
They were held in the thing up. What have they gained other than one?
You have to hurry up, you need to rescue Jenna. That's what?
He was even telling me the other day when they first met, picked up the relationship. It was 25 years. I was 10 years old. Didn't learn that. Yeah. He's still going, eh?
Every day goes out for he's not meant to.
Oh, did he? When I get to where they are, he means see you next Tuesday. I log off every day. Every day I log off.
still sweating it out.
Well, no, it's up the day after. Feeling for Brooklyn, he had a little bit of DTs, you know, a little bit of a shake going on. He had a fair bit of red last Sunday. Oh yeah, so the last, so we all looked straight. So last year,
One more, like you always say, oh, one more. He's got heaps coming up. No way.
I'll be doing these ones then.
Sorry, we'll take a little time, we'll just get to it. She will go tall. He'll be like that before he leaves here to go to the Collingwood game. He'll be a touring college.
I need some help. Hey, what about you on the Christmas show? You go right back. Where are you? I don't know. He's gone. You asked me what's the answer. I didn't know where I was.
See that?
He doesn't have to really
Dad! Michael have it. That'll do, Michael.
It's pale.
Whatever you want it to be. Michael. No, it's not. Pale as they come. Michael. That's as pale as that pale.
I'll tell you, I'm not going to hear it as it is.
Michael, you don't draw a weird boy.
That's good. Ready?
Drink it.
Thanks anyway. I'm not being disrespectful. Yeah, oh, careful, have it.
That was what I was saying. He just started to have a chat with somebody. And he goes off.
Jimmy? Ready?
I think you're very doing what you love.
You've actually taught him very well. He's getting money for that.
In that case,
He's like you. I didn't spend $80 for nothing.
Oh, you did too. Settle down, mate.
I'm going to have to send that one to Colorado.
Oh, when he was out, he came into work the other week, like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago. He's looking after all our fucking pivot and shit, mate. We're going spuds again now.
6 seasons,
Yeah, he gets out there, he just starts fucking, and you can't do it. Like, wild guy.
why not?
And he comes out through, he goes, hey, just let me know if I'm starting to say, oh, what I'm talking from time. I'm like, why? And he goes, the impression these boys,
Sometimes when your man goes,
the shit's me sometimes. That's fucking good, mate. They do. Fucking keep going.
sometimes man goes,
Mate, what? This is just the last thing. Probably given 22 years now. 22 years. Changed so much.
the same with the supple.
I've been there for so long, and mates of fucking fire work, mate. I'm the first cut there. And then you have a Saturday night, 10 o'clock at night, mate. Everyone else is fucking home doing their thing. You do what you do, mate. But you feel that come back to life, don't you? I know where I stand. I know, especially such a man of money, it doesn't go sometimes not even the money you get, it's actually going right. You appreciate your standing and
No, we beat him here a few weeks ago. He got sworn at, so we both got the sworn at. Cheers on him. Cheers on him.
Not at 5, that'll be easy. And we'll do the rest of the thing. No, this is how it is, you know,
Hey!
Oh, sensational! Best captain in the league.
I'm a very loyal person.
Jake was sensational.
He comes with things like, hey, I'm doing something wrong. He respects mine. He values what I bring in the company. So he's asking me, I'm doing something wrong, let me know.
Get it on, mate.
That's hard to get in any
Sensational!
It's a hot dog you would have kicked up.
I want to go on the jumping machine. I want to have a big couple everything works really well.
With your one glove. Well done. Good work, Chad. Look at the score, mate. We're in one glove, buddy.
So I can't make it hard.
But just expect them to fucking work and make something.
There's no way to get kicked out. It's free before you.
Motel with a restaurant. use words, so I'm going to tell it what
Use his hands and plow! Oh, he's kicking shit! Don't worry, mate. Mum will give you a call when we get home. We're up till home! Get off here!
Yeah, I
That's usually I get talking in the park.
Robbo.
Stay, Robbo! That way! Lock it down!
He's a Robinson shirt. Tell me what you're doing. Not a yellow.
Push him out! Push! Try a handball next time, buddy. What you want for Christmas if you share? Don't want my Kick it! There is one. Oh, what's
she's picked up
Send it to Lily! Shut off, okay. Go, Robert! Well done, Thatch! Fight me all day! Best defender of the league!
come up 10 minutes last night. Had a few drinks with the bus. I run to work. Yeah. Exactly. I'm happy to do that.
Oh, what? I can't see.
Solar panel for 6 Mr. That's a fair
Thatcher who's going to pick up the beanies. The settlers
And still end up in 3 different rounds. Oh, hey, you going up to this fucking heavy here? Let's get on. You've still got your grade 7 lunch money out. Right.